Big news today, guys. Welcome to the debut, literally big news. Welcome to the debut of Two Round Guys Talkin Roundball.
This is the adapted version of Two Fat Guys.
I mean, it just
football.
made sense, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have quite the same kick to it, but
It has a better kick.
we're going to roll with it.
I think so.
Obviously, roll.
Two hogs talking hoops just didn't really seem to flow that well. Guys, this is John Gold with the LA Daily News, Sam Strong, Daily Bruin, former Daily News intern. We are here talking UCLA basketball for the first time.
Yes, the first of many Two Round Guys Talking Roundball segments.
Yep.
That comes your way today from outside of the gorgeous J.D. Morgan Center.
Yeah, here we are, beautiful day out here at UCLA. Let's talk UCLA hoops. 9-7,
Yeah.
two-game winning streak that included a game that absolutely shocked me, to be honest with you. I missed both games because I had the Ebola virus, apparently.
Yep.
Or AIDS, one of the two. But here I am, better, I can breathe again, and UCLA is also better, having won two straight. Let's talk about the Arizona game first, because I did not see that coming. I mean, I know Arizona is down this year, certainly down, but they still carry that aura of being the Arizona Wildcats. They were so good last year, and they come into the Honda Center, and UCLA just really puts it on them, 68-58 win.
Yeah, it almost feels like in the Pac-12 this year, though, like, that can happen any day of the week. Like,
Yeah.
Colorado's 3-0 and it's beating some pretty good teams. It's like all this preconceived, well, Arizona's always been good. Well, I don't think any of that matters this year.
You're
Like,
right.
anyone could beat anyone. It's such a crapshoot on any given night that nothing would surprise me anymore.
Yeah, I don't think it's so much that Arizona is that good or Cal is that. I think everyone's just pretty bad.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious this late in the run that we are looking at a conference that is just drastically down, even from last year. And last year wasn't that good. I mean, Arizona came on, Washington was okay, UCLA was good, but
I was talking with some National Hoops guys, and they said
wow, guy starts round guys talking roundball. He's talking to National Hoops guys
on Twitter. They said 2 bids was optimistic for the Pac-12, which is, they got 2. I think.
What did Dick Vitale tell you?
Yeah, me and Dickie B. He actually lives near my grandpa. Story for a different day. Anyway,
I can't wait to hear that story.
yeah, 2. So 2. I mean, that happened 2 years ago. I think they only got 2 in. So I would think 2 is like the definite max at this point, and 1 is a possibility, and 3 is a long shot.
Well, at this point, just there are not very many quality wins for anyone. I mean, I don't know if I can't even tell you the best win in the conference.
Yeah.
And so at this point, Ben Howland said before that 2-game winning streak that realistically the team was going to have to win the conference tournament, not just win the conference, but actually win the conference tournament to make it to the NCAA tournament.
And it's almost like what's interesting with the conference tournament is the seeding isn't going to mean anything, really. Like, I mean, with the exception of the play-in game, or I don't even know how they're going to do it with 12 teams, but the seed, or how you do, it's almost like the regular conference season is sort of meaningless, unless someone separates themselves and gets that at-large selection, which could be Washington, or, there's maybe Arizona. There's a few teams that could sneak in there, but I don't know. It's down this year.
It's really surprising. And, also surprising is not only that UCLA put it on Arizona the way that they did, but that was a classic let-up game against Arizona State, which had come off a big win over USC. And Arizona State's kind of rolling, and even, they had 3 suspended guys, but you kind of were sort of sensing UCLA would fall off, would lose that energy.
I was covering the game for you in the Daily News, and it was like, the first 10 minutes...
I was hawking up oysters.
Exactly. The first 10 minutes of the game, I was like, here it is. Josh Smith has 2 fouls. It's going to be the same old story.
Yeah.
They fall apart in the second half or whatever. And then they take the lead at halftime and just ran with it from there. And Josh Smith looked better than he has all year.
And we'll get into that. That was a 75-58 win. We're talking about UCLA over Arizona State on Thursday. Here they have USC on Sunday at USC at the Galen Center. That's a drive that they've done all year long, pretty much, now that they play in the sports arena. But let's talk about Joshua Smith. Pretty natural segment for us on Two Round Guys Talking Roundball.
He looks better at this. I mean,
does he?
He looks a little better, I think. If you look at him from like day 1 of the season to now, I think he looks better.
I think you really have to almost, it's like BC and AD. You have to separate where he was and say that was part of the past. If he's well conditioned now going forward, he's a totally different player. He's not the kind of guy that was, maybe 70%. He was 30% of what he could have been. I mean, he was pretty bad the last couple months. Starting now, do you think he can reverse that completely?
I mean, what's so frustrating...
What, he have 18 points in 21 minutes the other night?
Yeah, and it was almost like it came just like that. Like it kind of came to him. But what's so frustrating, if I'm a UCLA fan watching Josh Smith, is like, I was talking with Ryan about this on our radio show the other day.
Right, I mean, he's the cameraman.
He has...
IT guy.
He has it all. He has the hands, he has the footwork. It's not like he's a guy where you're going like, oh, he should make this move here, he should make that move there. It's all there. It's just not quite there because
too big of a package.
because of the conditioning. It's like when he gets the ball down low, it should be power move and dunk,
One
and
power
instead
move.
it's one dribble, turn around,
Fall.
Yeah, maybe get fouled, get his own rebound. It's like it's frustrating if you're a UCLA fan to watch him play, but I think he's might be getting there. The only issue, obviously, is you would hope he was at this point at the beginning of this season. You would hope there was some progression.
You
from
would have
last
thought he
season.
would have been.
Yeah.
And so now here they are. They're 9-7. They have the UCLA, USC swing game, whatever you want to call that, the one game in this week, and then you got the Oregon trip following that. Is this a team that can make a run? They're 5-2 in their last 7 games. I don't know.
I'm not sure it matters.
I was
what
impressed.
we're talking about.
Exactly. I was impressed by the Ware twins this week. That game they played against Arizona in tandem was fantastic.
Do you think this long week of preparation? I know in football when they get 2 weeks or whatever, it's a big deal because they can kind of focus on fundamentals or whatever. But do you think the fact that they don't have a midweek game matters at all?
I think it benefits them. I think this is the kind of team that this late in the year they're a little banged up. They're a little just kind of
they're playing a lot of minutes.
Creaky,
a lot of guys
exactly.
Zeke
Jones over 35, Jeremy Anderson over 30.
Yeah.
Well, kind of creaky bones, we'll call it that. And so, feeble bones. And so here we are. They're getting the rest at the right time, and they're getting recharged at the right time. They can rejuvenate themselves, really heading into the Pac-12 stretch run.
And they don't have the deepest bench either.
Exactly.
It's like half their bench is walk-on guys. I mean, as on any team, but
I think could I be on that bench? Probably not.
Maybe. Trapani made it into last game.
Well, that's true.
Or and the game before, I think. Anyway.
Yeah. So, all right, guys, that's the first edition of Two Round Guys Talking Roundball. We need a diet update because you're ruining this segment, but whatever.
I haven't weighed myself again. So if you weigh yourself too much, it gets in your head and you think about it too much. Yeah. So.
Especially when the number is rising.
If it's down again next time, I'll update you.
Good.
Still eating lean cuisine, which is just terrible.
That's just stupid.
It's so gross.
There's other ways to lose weight besides eating lean cuisine.
It's just so gross.
Go on the point system.
All right, we'll talk.
I'm up to 720 Weight Watcher points today.
I was eating a meal the other night. It was like 8 points. I was just like, all right, it means nothing. So.
It's on a 9-point scale, so you just totally screwed yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the only thing I had all day, though, so I think we're okay.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back hopefully next week.
Thanks.